Back 9 vlog, Crystal Springs. This is the 10th hole. It's a dog leg left. You could take on the corner and try to cut the corner. I had no clue what I was doing. I took a 3-wood, kind of got under it a little bit and put myself in a really hard position. This is a good look at the hole. Something that you should note that I haven't said before this vlog, this course plays pretty darn slow typically. So if you are wanting to play a fast round, this might not be your course. I think it's because it's such a unique course. I hit my ball right behind that tree, so if you're going to lay up, try to lay up to the right to take that tree out of play, because then I had to hit this funky shot, and I have trouble hitting the ball high, and I had to get the ball up in the air, which obviously did not hit the tree, and it's a little stressful. You hit over that, and then the green is right there. Had a pitching wedge in. It's just a weird thing, and then there's a ton of junk behind the hole. So really a tricky hole. And then once again, just not very good around the greens at this course on this day, but I did get that up and down. Really scenic 11th hole at this course. I love that backdrop from the tee box. I missed my tee shot, and I missed it as well. I caught it thin going up this hill. Plays one club longer. This is the hill. There's bunkers. Took a 9-iron, and I actually got that close. I should have just abandoned lofted clubs on these aerated greens and just taken a 9 or an 8-iron. This is probably the hardest hole on the golf course. It's a par 4 that goes straight up the hill, and I felt that it was unfair on this day, and I'll show you why. So, pretty solid drive, and I put it in position. There's two bunkers that kind of force you to have to think about if you want to take on going up the hill, because you could put yourself in a lot of trouble. I hit a 7-iron, thinking, okay, 150 or so up the hill, that should be fine. And I flew the green somehow on these aerated greens and ended up in the bunker behind the hole, which was unpleasant. And this was just very frustrating. There's no sand in this. I hit that fairly well, and it rolled over the green, and I ended up making double bogey, which that felt like a course double bogey, and that was not a great feeling. This hole is so hard. So this is the 13th, and it's when the hole is between the two bunkers, you're just literally playing target golf. I hit a 9-iron, it was, or a 9 or pitching wedge, something like that. Just missed it a little to the right, and then this is basically unplayable. So this was the most frustrating part of the round. Hit a decent sand shot. I guess the way you're supposed to play is you play out to the right. You can't go at the pin. And then I just hit it as hard as I could and got it on the green. Double bogey again. Really frustrating. And you can see how narrow that is. Next hole, I was frustrated. Took 3-wood off the tee and put it out right. I had a good approach at the green. Everything left is trouble. And I just didn't catch this fully. I had it tracking, but it just wasn't enough club. Really disappointing because I felt like that was there. There's some deer just hanging out. And then this is probably my shot of the day that got my round going once again. So you're going to look and see. This is about 65 yards. I was well short. I have my 58 pin glide wedge. Just really working on tempo on that chip. Not that anyone comes to my vlog for that. And I dunk it. So that was a pretty cool feeling to make a bunch of bad shots into one good shot. And then there's the next hole, risk reward, about 290, 300 yards. But the closer you get to the green, more trouble comes into play. Anything out left is basically you lose a stroke. And anything to the right should kick to the left. So basically you want to aim for the right side of the fairway. If it goes right, you should be fairly decent. There's a forced carry, so if you have trouble getting the ball in the air, be aware of that on this hole because that could add some anxiety. I had about 80 yards in, which is not the greatest, but I actually hit into those trees and it hit the wood and came back, so it wasn't a full send driver. Put it on the green, 2-putt, and got out of there. This was probably my most successful hole. It's just a plain Jane Muni par 5 dogleg right. Got it a little too far right. I tried to hit the cut and it kind of took on the trees, but I still got it out a good ways. It was only like 460 yard par 5. I got it out far enough where I had a pretty solid yardage. This was about 230 yards with my 3-wood. I got it out about 240, which is that's about what I can get at 3-wood, is about 240. And I put it onto the back of the green. That's the protection of the green. I fit it in between the two bunkers, which was a great feeling. And you won't believe it, but I made that eagle putt, and that was a really great feeling. These last 2 holes were really hard for me. So this hole, you're not going to see the tee shot, but I pulled my 3-wood, probably feeling excited. And then it was just, I had to take that marker out. And then I really hate when you have to hit these low to high shots. It was just hard to really stay committed to that shot. So just advanced the ball, and then I gave myself a wedge in. And not a terrible effort, but I really want to do better. Once again, you can see a lot of bunkers, very narrow hole. And then the 18th is a fairly dramatic hole where you go up towards the clubhouse. There was a little mist going as we were starting to finish, which was actually cool. I love playing fall golf. I just pulled my driver. I was really trying to hit the power cut there, even trying to hit a slice. Like, I was just trying to hit it to go as far right as possible, and I just pulled it. But I ended up with a decent lie, not out of bounds. Had a 3-wood in my hand. It was a little too far of a yardage going uphill, where if I didn't hit a really good drive, I couldn't really go for it anyway. So there's a bunker strategically placed out there, and then there's bunkers on the right-hand side to where I missed. And then I tried to hit the shot I'd been hitting all day, but there was wind in my face, uphill, and I was just a lot short with this. I needed one more club. And that's Crystal Springs. Thank you for watching this vlog. I appreciate anyone who contributes or subscribes or even likes a video. This is a passion project, and I'm just trying to do the best I can.